This is Solo P1. Welcome to episode 39 of the Debrief. Today I'm on my own today. I need to get through these episodes because they're long overdue. For all my iTunes and Spotify, remember to recommend this video. The Debrief is where we just talk about the weekend, the review, just very quickly. Might talk strategy. We're not really talking strategy today because the strategist, TOTO Hammer, is not here. He will be here in, I think, the one after this, because he's away on holiday, kind of. So he'll be back soon. So all I ask you to do, if you watch me on YouTube, is smack those like buttons. Now, the weekend, Oscar Piastri, he got his win. Yeah, he got his win. Well deserved. I would have rather it been Lando, because, you know, Lando Norris needs to start winning races if he wants to catch up to Max Verstappen. It's good that McLaren, where Oscar Piastri, well, he won because it's good for the constructors, but as an individual, Lando Norris, the driver, it's not really good for him. But Lando Norris, look, the guy crashed out in Q1. After that, I never thought he was going to get in the top four. Never. After Q1, the way the cars are now, the middle pack is kind of similar. So I thought, being at Baku, it's not really, there's not many places really to overtake. So it is what it is. Lando Norris tried his best to try and chase down third place. He just couldn't do it. He tried, but in the end, he didn't win it. So at the end of the day, Lando Norris, I think, with the strategy he went for, I thought it was good. But you gotta take your hats off to Charles Leclerc. He fought there. He didn't win the race, but he fought. He nearly won it. He had a good start at the beginning. Good start, Charles Leclerc. He passed Max on the start, so that doesn't really happen often if you Charles Leclerc at the beginning. Charles Leclerc is not really known for his starts. Charles Leclerc is really known for his qualifying, but in this one he had a good start, passing Max George as well at the beginning. Lewis started okay, but he had to start from the pits, but when he come out the pits, he got in a good position. Lando starting from more or less the back. He had to fight his way through the pack. And, you know, if you watch Formula 1 as long as I do, or whatever, the true fans, you know, when you start from the back or from the pit, I'd rather start from the pit, from my opinion. You don't get caught up in all the mess. But Lando Norris started from near the back. It is what it is. I'm sorry, guys. At the end of the day, right? If you're a Lando fan, I'm a Lando fan. You've got to. You look. Lando Norris and McLaren should have been doing this strategy with him and Oscar Piastri from Hungary. It should have been done from Hungary, because maybe then they could have clawed some points back. But I'm not saying he can't win. It's going to be a bit hard for him. I think Lando has to win every single race. Max Verstappen has to come second. I know we've got a few sprint races coming up. It's going to be tough for him. I still think he can do it, but it's going to be a bit hard. The only thing we can hope for is if Ferrari pick up, Ferrari start picking up, and also Mercedes can get in between it can get in between Lando Norris and Max Verstappen. But look, Max Verstappen at the moment looks like he's going to pick up his 4-4 title. It looks like at the moment. But Lando needs to start fighting if he wants to win that world title. Because if McLaren are thinking, okay, we can get the constructors, that's not a guarantee, because, as Toto said last week, Ferrari's still in there. Ferrari is still in there to win the constructors. There's still a chance for Ferrari to win the constructors. So, yeah. Lap 16, I can say about Piastri. Lap 16, Piastri pitted. But what was weird for me, when Piastri pitted, previously they told Lando to hold up Perez. So it seemed like the strategy was going for Oscar Piastri, and this is what goes back to my point, what I said at the beginning of the video. It's weird that they're not favouring Lando. It's just weird to me. Maybe because McLaren care just about the constructors. We know that the engineers the team care more about constructors, but that's where the money is. But come on, you got a chance to win the world title. Roll the dice, do the strategy for Lando Norris. It makes sense. I just don't understand. lap 31, Norris was saying he can't get close to Albon. He was trying to close down Albon, and this was on lap 31. What's going on? So lap 31, Norris is saying I could not get close to Albon, and then the team said box, and then straight after they said stay out. Weird. So the team is telling him to box, and then they're telling him to stay out. It is what it is. Lap 32, Albon pits, and then Lando is exposed and needs to get some laps in. So basically, when he was chasing Albon, he couldn't get close to Albon. Albon pitted, and then Lando is finally in clean air, and then he can try and make up some time. Lap 38, Norris pits, puts the medium tyres on, and he's 14 seconds behind Max Verstappen, and his tyres are 14. Well, he says, he says Lando Norris, because I've got some notes here, sorry. Lap 38, Norris pits medium tyres, lap 37, and his tyres were like 10 or 15 laps more than Max's, I think. I know there were newer tyres, fresher rubber. So at this point, you're expected Lando Norris to catch up Max Verstappen. He's 14 seconds behind Max Verstappen, and his tyres are a lot newer than Max Verstappen, and he was struggling to catch up Max. He was struggling, and I was thinking at this point, why are you struggling? I don't understand why you're struggling. Was it the setup of the car? They were saying at the end of the race that the setup was slightly different to Oscar Piastri's. Why are you compromising Lando Norris's race? I know we went out in Q1, but look, at the end of the day, right? You want Lando to win the world title. So he finally passes Max Verstappen. Now, in this scenario, I was thinking, right, he should be able to get George. He had more than enough time to get George. We know that the McLaren is faster, and he just couldn't get George. George won by 4 seconds, beat Lando by 4 seconds. So the way it finished was Oscar Piastri got the win, Charles got the second, George got third, and Lando Norris picked up 13 points in fourth place. That's basically 3 more points than Max Verstappen. It should have been more. It should have been a lot more, but it just didn't work out for Lando Norris. But again, we can see at the moment the way the table is that Max Verstappen is probably the favourite. He's got that big gap, but see, while it's mathematically possible, there's always a chance. He's got a puncher's chance, Lando Norris, to win this world title. And that's all I got to say about this debrief. Sorry, it was short. It was very quick. I weren't even expected to do it today. It should have been done weeks ago. But I'm doing it now. So for people listening to me on the iTunes and the Spotify, please remember to recommend the audio of the podcast through Spotify and iTunes. And remember, if you're watching on YouTube, to like this video. Thank you very much, guys. See you later. Bye.